The video you all are about to watch today is a description of a real paranormal encounter. Certain aspects of this video have been enhanced, such as visuals for the sake of entertainment, but the story that is about to be told is 100% real. This video is by no means meant to convince you of the existence of the paranormal and is purely meant for entertainment. With that being said, respect the dead and enjoy the video.
So when I look back at my childhood, I would say I was more blessed than not. I definitely grew up with negatives in my life, though, no doubt about it. Two of which being I grew up with separated parents, which is never easy. It's never easy. You grow up kind of wondering and thinking about why and thinking about love differently and all of that. But it's not why we're here. It does play an important part in the story, though. So, not only that, I did not grow up with a lot of friends. I was a weird kid. I was scraggly and skinny. I was short. I was not 6'2" yet. So, I was just this weird little kid. And I liked Star Wars and all the shit that's not cool to like. I liked horror movies and Star Wars and superheroes and all the shit that now people love. But at the time, no. This did not get you the cool kid card by any means. So I would be able to visit my dad and the woman he was dating at the time every other weekend. So I would go out there, and I was longing for friendship. I was longing for people that I could hang out with and just that brotherhood, you know. So I had thought that I had found that with these older kids. I was about, I'd say 8 or 9 when all this happened. And they were about, 11, 12, 13, around there. So I was very much the runt of the group, and as I quickly learned, I wasn't even a part of the group. But, water under the bridge is all good. So I ended up playing with these kids a couple times, and a lot of the time, we would go to this creek that's like couple feet away from my dad's condo, or the woman's condo that my dad was staying at. and yeah, man, we would go in this creek. We had done it a couple times before that. I was told not to go in the creek by my dad. Sorry, Dad, I still did it. apologies. But anyways, so we went into this creek again, and 30 minutes prior to that, we were all bummed out because it was raining. It was raining hard. It was raining so hard, dude. And we, as soon as it stopped, we were like, okay, cool, let's go play in the creek. Not the smartest move, because all of that dirt is now mud. So we went in there, a couple kids slipped a couple times, ha ha ha, funny, funny, whatever. We were in there for about 15 minutes, and then like clockwork, rain, like that, just starts pouring and pouring and pouring. And so we end up getting caught in this. And this is a deep creek. This is like that close to being a ravine almost. It is a deep creek. So not the water level itself, but just the chasm with which the water lays. And so they all hopped out of it pretty easily. They're a lot stronger than me. They're taller than me. So they jump out pretty easily. I had not hit my growth spurt yet. I was nowhere near the amount of strength that I am now as a grown man. And yeah, dude, I tried to get out, and I face planted right in the mud. I was wearing a like cheap little Rey Mysterio mask at the time, just because, you know, I was a weird kid. Shout out to Rey Mysterio. But anyways, I was wearing this Rey Mysterio mask, and my eye just face planted right in the mud, dude. It was bad. And I got up, my clothes were ruined. I was trying to get out. And these kids that I thought were my friends were not. And they just laughed at me, pointed, you know, the whole 9 yards, and they ran away. So I was stuck in this creek by myself, I'd say for about, the events I'm about to describe here lasted about 2 minutes. So obviously me describing it's going to take a little longer than that. So I end up going to get out again. I slip again. I fucking fall, and I damn near face plant a second time. And so what I end up doing is I don't know why I did it, but I just did it. It's pouring down rain. I'm covered in mud, and I look over to my left, and I just see this man, this tall man. He had to have been like 6'5" or something. And he is draped in black robes. He's a druid, basically. He is a full-on druid. And he was just standing there. And I look at him for about 15 seconds before I'm like, okay, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And it took me a solid minute to just trudge myself through this mud and this gook and everything, and it was really bad. And now I'm almost at the point of pissing myself, just because I'm so damn scared. And I look over again, and he's gone. I looked at him for about 15 seconds, took about 10 seconds to try and get the fuck out of there. Looked over, and he had vanished. He was not running away, nothing. I know people will be prone to say, oh, you were a kid, your imagination is running wild, yada, yada, yada. Bear in mind, he was probably 15 feet away from me. So he was a good distance away. I was obviously still fucking terrified, but still. So I was very, very spooked. And I eventually did get out of the creek, and I ran home. And I was terrified, dude. I was so terrified. I did not sleep that night. And eventually, kind of forgot about it as I got older. I think that was the last time I ever went in that creek, because my dad saw my clothes and my mask, and it was all ruined. And he's like, yeah, you're never going back there ever again. And I didn't, to the best of my knowledge. I might have gone down there when I got older, like 13, 14. Because the people who owned that condominium complex filled the creek up with concrete. I guess made a pipeline out of it or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, dude. It was pretty freaky shit. It's one of the things in my life that really convinced me of the paranormal's existence. Like I said in the intro, I'm not trying to convince anybody. It's fine if you don't believe me. This is not why we make these videos. I do it to, just tell my story. That's about it. All right, guys, that'll be it for now. Take care of each other, keep watching horror, and respect the dead. All right, guys, peace.